So here we're gonna create a new character. I'll go with the specialist. I think I usually just want to go with the artificer. This tends to be my favorite. Finds magic weapon technology. And yeah, they get a good solo ability. They can they can disarm traps. They're basically like a rogue, a ranger, and a like magic user all in one. They got an iron defender, which is great for uh, tanking and stuff. I may change this up. You could check out the iconics. The iconics are characters that you can, for the veteran players, you can go straight to level 15 if you want. Like this one is called the Aasimar Scourge, and they fight against the undead. They get bonuses against the undead. Then they got this special marking on their forehead. They're dual-wielding rangers that hunt the undead. Then you got, rogue, an advanced rogue, an advanced fighter or knight. You got your advanced paladin. Same with this one, another paladin. Well, this is more of a war cleric. It's kind of the same thing. The deep gnome is the magician, but he's have a premium feature. Let's see. Man, I forgot how much of this is. I mean, the subscription isn't that much. See the elf, what I think is a new one. This one. Don't even know what race this one is. This doesn't even seem to be much of a difference. What do I want to go with? I'm gonna go with the specialist. I think I will stick with the. I think I will stick with the. Nah, I mean I play with the artificer so much. I think. Okay, so think I'll just edit out all that last part. So here we're gonna create a new character on Dungeons and Dragons Online Let's Play. This is gonna be character creation. We're gonna start with gonna go with one of their iconic classes, but instead of skipping to level 15 like you can, we're going to start with level 1. See, if you go into Iconics, began at level 1 and have 15 levels worth of XP. You may choose to keep the path or change class to see as you see fit. Change class means that you can dual class in this game, so you can have a few levels of a magic user and a few levels of a rogue if you want. But we are going to go. Yeah, we're gonna just go from level 1 and up, and if we want to end up using some extra experience to jump a couple levels, we can. But we're gonna just start out as level 1. So we're gonna be the Aasimar Scourge class of the iconic style. We're going to go with its pre-automated path. Let's change its style. No, yeah, look. Let's go back. Let's change her look a little bit. I want to change some marking. The Aasimar Scourge race is a recent race added. Okay. Dexterity isn't. Okay, since she's a ranger, dexterity will be important, so let's put a few in dexterity. And they're suggesting a wisdom score of at least 14. So we'll put this at 14. And we'll give her a good constitution. So at least go with the 14 as well. Give myself a little bit of wisdom. Just a few points of wisdom and strength. Increase my dexterity a little bit more. Just put this into the constitution. I want a lot of health. So over here, talk about some skills you can that would be good to put some points into. Concentration, heal, hide, jump, listen, move. Listen, move silently, search, spot, and swim. Concentration allows you to use spells and avoid getting interrupted. Listen. I like having a good search so I can find stuff. Same with the knife spots. So I can jump high. Put a little in the balance. Sometimes I will need to swim. There you go. Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons, everyone. This is Yoshi. Here we're going to start a new character. We're going to play as a specialist. The specialists excel in scouting, ranged combat, trap disarming. The ones you'll get are a ranger, which is good at ranged combat, and they got a lot of magic spells to enhance their combat or their arrows. Rogues, which is good if you wanna unlock doors, disarm traps, and do some sneaking. Bards, if you like musical magic. And then you got the artificer, which is, in my opinion, a combination between the rogue, the ranger, and a slight magic user. And that's who we're going to go with. The artificers uses a mix of arcane magic and technology to augment items and blast foes. They usually use a crossbow, which is my favorite weapon in this game. And they got what is called a rune arm. And it's different from all other classes. It's like a cannon that can shoot either like something like magic missiles or poison missiles or a cone of fire. It's quite useful. They don't have as many spell points as other magic users, but their weapon use is quite good. And they also come with an iron defender, which they can use to help fight. It's always customizable. There's no actual predetermined path for the artificers. The race that we're going to pick. We're going to go with the Aasimar. The Aasimar race. They are I guess celestials turned into flesh. They are a new race to this game, along with the Dragonborn. I believe these are new, but they don't seem to have too much of a different story. Maybe they do. I think there was another new race, but I'm not sure. But we're gonna go with the Aasimar. They get healing hands and wings as a racial trait. We got a 28-point build we can give our character. So we're going to go into give a few points into dexterity because we're going to be using a crossbow. We need some hit points. Since we're going to have a few spells, we want some intelligence. We will want some wisdom. Charisma isn't too important, but we'll need it in a few things. I just want to put a few points into my strength, just in case strength is needed. So we're going to boost the dexterity a little bit more and give ourselves a +2 modifier. I'm going to do the same with Constitution and Intelligence. Then I'm going to sink a few points into the others. Sometimes it's always good to have a well-rounded score. Now for an artificer, their main ones are the ones that don't have the asterisk. The asterisk is like the main skill for other classes, but then they take twice as many points to train. So we're going to train in concentration. Got disabled device. This is good for disabling traps. Allows you to disarm traps. Haggling will give us slightly cheaper goods, and when we sell, a bit more gold back. We do want to open locks. Put one more point in disable device and concentrate. Searching is always good because that will allow us to find the traps as well as hidden doors and other objects. Repair will be good for our Iron Defender. We want spots. This will allow us to find the hidden doors when we do our search. Spellcraft will improves our spell damage. So when we use our spells, they'll be stronger. And use magic device will allow us to use magic wands and other magical items. So let's just spread out our points across these. I usually put a bit more into my disable devices, search spellcraft spot, use magic device. Put one more point into my haggle. Maybe one more point into that. We will keep getting more points as we level up, as well as what are called feats and racial feats, like this right here, combat styles, which would be a regular feat. And then we got, maybe the racial feat actually. But this will give us a slight advantage in battle. You know, we can, if we pick toughness, we'll get more hit points. Increase your hit points by +3 at first level. So at level 1, we'll get 3 extra hit points. And 1 additional level for each level. So as we level up, we get 1 extra hit point. Or we can have like Die Hard. You'll automatically stabilize when incapacitated so that you recover faster. These will be under what are called defensive feats. You got martial feats, meta magic, which will increase your magical abilities, like maximize spell. While the meta magic feat is active, you gain 150 spell power while casting spells affected by at maximize. But when using these, they increase the cost of magic to use. Here are our racial feats. Bond of the Fallen. This one is like their dark side, twisted by dark powers in your youth. Your connection to your celestial patron is unusual, but powerful. While this fallen bond is toggled on, you tap into that constant connection, gaining darkened eyes, +1 strength, and +1 to reflex saving throws. Cannot be used while a warlock pack is toggled on. And this one is their more divine side. Your connection to your celestial patron causes you to guard the weak and stand vigilant against the darkness. While this protector bond is toggled on, you tap into that connection, gaining glowing eyes, +1 charisma, and +1 to will saving throws. Cannot be used while a warlock pact is toggled on. I'm gonna go with the Bond of the Fallen for my racial bonus feat. Let's close that out. Now, I'm gonna go with Augmented Summon. This will affect my my summoned pet and give him 4+ to his health and everything else, making him a bit stronger. Now I can pick some spells. I'm going to want to have Conjure Bolts. This will free me up from having to buy bolts. Then I want a Blade of Armor. This will allow me to ward myself against a bit of damage. Static Shock. This will give me a spell with a little bit of damage ability. And then I think I will choose think I'll go with enchant weapon. Give my weapon a little bit more biting power. And we'll go with this. And we can customize looks. Go with a shorter hairstyle. Let's see. How do we want her to look? I think we'll go with some gray eyes. Maybe a smaller nose. And find one. I think I'll go with this one. Chaotic neutral. I guess I'll go with Luciana. L. Maybe it's already taken. Okay, your name. We are Zojan Ale. Artificer, level 1. When you choose an iconic, or if you have the perk where you can start at level 4, you will begin on the ship. We get a daily dice. For non-subs, it's silver. If you have a subscription, you'll get the gold one as well. Or you can spend 12 diamonds. I'll roll this, see what we get. Get 200 free experience and 1,000 platinum pieces. This symbol means you get to prepare some spells. Here is our quest guide. I gotta speak with this person, which will be up here. We're gonna start at level 1. This is all just a dream. The airship crashed. It's time to wake up. Go to Korthos and start at level 1. Korthos Island is where you begin when you first start out. Beginner's Island, I like to call it. There are some hints. When you walk up and stand close to an NPC, left click on the character to start a conversation. Here we go, and let's talk. You looking for survivors? No, don't go blaming a poor rogue for making a living. Besides, I didn't take nothing from you. You got nothing worth taking. Yes, seem to have misplaced my belongings, I say. It's right dangerous to walk around without a blade. For my good deed of the day, I can give you something back at my camp. Alright, lead the way. Let's go follow this stranger. WASD are used to move around. D and A makes you turn in a circle. S and W forward and back. I have it set to where you right click. This is useful for a crossbow in my opinion. See, we'll go with the light crossbow and bolts. See, where are my spells again? I can't remember how to get to the spells. Oh wait, forgot about. It's been a little bit since I played the game. Go with conjure bolts and static shock. At the moment we can only have 2 spells logged and usable. Here we go, we'll conjure some bolts and then we'll load them up. You get a crossbow that we can use. Use our experience. Use a little bit more experience. Now we only need 600. We got a collector's item. Tomb of Skill. Not sure what this is. See, I guess I can increase one of my skills. Let's try this. Make my disabled device better. Cool. My disabled device is better. Time to move forward. Gotta follow this guy. Get some money. I have auto targeting on. Makes it easier to lock on to enemies and other destroyable objects. And I can't forget to summon my pets. Now right here is my little iron defender. This window will come up and you'll have the options of choosing to have them on defense, attack mode, passive mode. He'll do nothing. He'll defend you if you're attacked and he'll automatically attack. Let's get rid of these. Come on. Gotta go in here. We do. This is solo, so it's only gonna be us. Can't be on a party and do this. You get two choices. Let's get going. This is our tutorial quest. Just casting a spell of protection from death. If I die, I will be revived. So that way I can't technically die in this level. Climb up the ladder. Go behind here. Took 3 damage from my fall, but I should still be okay. Can sneak. Be all silent. Then strike. Moment. You can also use your pet to interact with items. It doesn't want to at the moment, it looks like. Oh, there we go. You can switch the gate open. See if we can get the music going on.
Walking wretches, are you scared of me? Come down and fight. The righteous smite you! Such is the fate of evil. Now, let's find a way out of here.
Gonna pick the door.
Anyone see a key?
Curious. I just stepped on something. A match.
Good work. I see a key down there. Who's up for a swim? You grab the silver key. Time to swim for the surface.
I knew you'd come in handy. This way.
Now, if you get a perk, you can get a perk that makes you part Warforged, so that when you're underwater, you don't have to breathe.
I still got plenty of stamina. I can go
Why
all
don't you
night
scout
long.
ahead then? Just don't get yourself in trouble.
Now you're talking. I'll take a little peek.
This is the rest shrine. This is the rest shrine. If I wanted to heal, just click on it. It'll sit and rest and heal. Some of the higher difficulty levels will not have a rest shrine, so you'll have to stock up on potions and stuff. And then you can also have your Iron Defender use the rest shrine as well.
If you're done resting, go and scout ahead with Jeeves.
Crikey. Nice. Not that I don't trust your skills, but why don't you go through the door first?
You two having fun? It's time for us to go. The High Priestess should be up ahead. The onus for much suffering rests squarely upon her slimy, webbed hands. There she is, performing some kind of profane blood magic.
I will open the door. Prepare yourself.
According to our employer, there's a secret passage around here somewhere leading to Korthos. You boys look for it. I must cleanse the profane energies around the shrine.
You feel a stiff draft from somewhere
You and I
in this
take care
room.
of the important stuff.
Perhaps the hidden
treasure.
passage to the village is in here.
Brilliant. Tidy lashes and pints up the wazoo. Here I come.
We're almost done here. The way out is up ahead. Please, come speak with me.
We got collars, which can be added to the pets. Show that. go to pet. Your pet has to be summoned in order to get here, and then you can put this collar on, which will increase the stats and stuff of the pet that you have. And then you can turn the hand wraps into collars for your pets. So like if I get this right here, ooh, plus 1 fire damage. What do I have at the moment? I'm gonna take this. And here we are at Korthos Island.
Stepping out of the grotto, you find yourself in Korthos village. The Sahuagin have threatened this place for generations. Judging from how it looks now, the Sahuagin are winning. However, some hopeful souls still hold out for help to arrive.
Here's the difference between what I'm currently equipped with, the multi-light crossbow, and the Ember repeating light crossbow. The base damage of the Ember crossbow is 4.95, and the moldy one is 3.85, a little bit stronger. You got a little bit better of a critical roll percent and damage. And then we also got the extra fire damage, so I'm gonna go with that. Still got enough. I can sell these bolts. I won't really need them. I'm gonna have a penalty from this, but I need some armor. Can't really walk around without some armor. This will allow me to breathe in water. And equip another ring later. This I can put for my animal. Increase his armor. Give him adamantane and mithril body. Check out his enhancements, but I don't have any at the moment. Okay, we're gonna end it here for today. Check out, wait for part 2. It'll be out soon.